First of all, I want to thank everybody for buying my Weekender bag die set that I sent out. I'm going to show you guys example of it and the tutorial of how to make it. First of all, this is the bag. Everybody got a different color scheme on this. So this is the back and this is the front on it. It's really cute. And it actually has Velcro that you can actually open up the bag and put goodies in there. It's a pretty big bag, so you can put a lot of goodies in there and give it out as a gift. So first of all, I'll show you guys the die set that I got is Concord and Night. It's Weekender handbag. I'm not sure if they still have that available on the site, but that's really a cute bag. So first of all, let me show you all the pieces that you guys should have got with yours. So you should get two main pieces of your purse. You're going to get colored pieces are going to be your left and right. You should get two of each. And you can tell they're left and right because the side that's going to go towards the outside of the purse is more flattered than this is curved a little bit on the bottom. You can tell, actually. So it goes a little bit flatter. The curve goes into the outside. So it actually goes like this. So there's two pieces. So I would lay it down before you glue it just to make sure. Then you're going to get your two gusset pieces, which are going to be your side pieces here. You're going to get your one strap, which is the strap that goes around the whole thing. You're going to get, I would say, your dangle heart and key little strap. There's a little strap right here that you're going to do. You're going to get your heart, one key. You're going to get four of these, I would say, enforcement holders, I guess they would call them. So you get two for each side on there. You're going to get your Velcro, which it's sticky. So when you get it, it's going to have plastic on it and it's just going to be sticky on both sides. You're going to get your buckle. Your buckle, you're going to get two of them because you're going to glue those together. So you can actually have the silver for both sides. If you open it up, then you see the silver for that side too. It just looks a little bit prettier for that. So that's that. So the first thing you want to do when you get this is you want to really burnish your pieces because they already have, if you noticed, they already are scored for you and everything. So all the pieces, these pieces right here have score lines on the side. So they're all scored for you. So the first thing you want to do is just take all your pieces and you kind of want to burnish them so you don't have any issues with them folding properly. Then this one has a large line down the center. This has a line down this part. Then it has the two folds on each side. Then this one's kind of tricky. It does have like a Y shape in here, and that makes the gusset. So the tricky part is you want to probably fold this in like this and kind of pinch it like that in the center to get that scoring done like that. And you don't need to do it a whole bit, but just get the gusset going for that. And the same one for this one. There are some extra videos out on there for people making these bags. I did add a little bit more details to mine, so I wanted to make my own video to show you guys exactly how, when I sent mine out, of how things you add on to this. Okay, so what I would do is, because it's going to fold like this, so lay these back down. So your two pieces are laying down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first glue the outside. Now, it's really important that you have some really strong glue when you do this. Some of the people use glue plus double adhesive. But I find, because I've made half a dozen of these purses, and I find if you have some really high quality glue, your gluing issue will not come up at all about it not sticking. So first thing I did is I went ahead and just took all these pieces. And before you, like I said, before you glue them down, and make sure when you glue them down that they're even on the edges, because that's going to show if you don't have it even. And I would just pick it up and just do it like that while it's gluing still. Make sure when you glue too, I kind of glue right on the other side, the zigzag or whatever that little stitching mark is, because you really want to get the edges glued down really well with this. And if you go on some tutorials of how people are making these, people are putting together all different ways. And I found this way that I'm doing it is the easiest for me. So you're going to get those, and they're stuck down and they're ready to go. So I'm going to put my pieces together. So what I want to do is get this one together. So you don't have to put very much on here. I just put enough to hold it down together. So you want to make a double-sided buckle. And if you do get a little bit of glue on it, it's just will wipe right off. So it won't have that dull finish from the glue on it. And I just set that aside. I have that one done. Okay, so what I want to go ahead and do is I want to work on the handles. So you got two handles on here too. So what you want to do with your handles is I just take my finger and like this very nicely. I did do some high quality paper with these, so but just be gentle because you want to kind of make it turn a little bit. And so what I did is I put some glue here, and you can put it anywhere you want to, but what I did is I kind of put it halfway between the colored one and the solid piece, and I put it down to about the level of this bottom of this purse. And that's pretty much works. And if you use really good glue, it should stick right away. And that's kind of how I don't really measure it, but I kind of eye it to see. Okay, so then the next thing you want to do is I want to put my little dangle on. So here's my little strip here. And I call it dangle. I don't know what it's called. So I want to put that hard on there, put the key on there, fold it up. I want to put a touch of glue here and a touch of glue here. So it kind of looks like that. Then you're going to take one of your attachment pieces, put some glue on it. And like I said, these don't have to be, if you put good quality glue, it doesn't have to be really heavy with glue. then you want to put this down like this. And I kind of put the strap probably a little bit higher than the bottom of this. So I'm just eyeing mine. So there you have your little strap attached. And if you guys do have issues with your glue, there's little clips that you can do, or paper clips or something. And I would put these on like that to let it dry. Make sure you have something that's soft or something that's not going to dent your piece. Okay, so what I want to do right now is just finish this side. Put this down. I kind of put it exactly in the center with just a little above that curve area. Okay, so I would call this my front side. Okay, so we're going to do the back side. So we're going to do the exact same thing, except not put the dangles on it. And if you guys do enjoy this purse and you want to purchase more, just let me know. I think the kit itself, I'm not sure what the price is. I don't remember, but I know it's around $30 or something for the whole purse die cut. Now it's without tax and everything, and shipping, and I do certain colors if you request it. So that's what I did. I put that on there. Okay. So what you want to do with this is your front piece. So what we want to do is when we put these together, you want to have this as your front, like this. Because if you use this as the front, you're going to have this a little bit. It looks neater if you do this folding technique. So that's going to be the back on the top, I should say. Okay, so what you want to do is go ahead and put this in. And when you line it up, it's best to glue these because then you can have time to move things around. So you want to pull your gussets up, your sides up. Make sure it's all even. Then when you turn this over, where your back is, you want to make sure that's not hanging over and it's real clean cut there. And once you figure that out, then you can go ahead and press that down because it's permanent now. Okay, so now you have this bag, so it looks like this right now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the gussets on. Now this one, I could say there's not a measurement I do on this. I put the glue just a little bit right here. And I put the gusset on here, I would say maybe a ½ inch onto it. So it's hanging over about a ½ inch here. And if you use really good glue, it should stick right away. Same with this. And a lot of people, when they're doing this, they put this together first and then start putting these on. And I'm finding out it's really hard to do all that when they put it together and then put the strap on and everything. And I find out it's kind of hard to do that for me. So now you have it to look like this, okay? So this is your front, this is your back, okay? So what you want to do now is turn it over. And we're going to put these up like this. And this doesn't go up all the way. It just like goes up that much. Some people are saying in videos that you can put it all the way up you want, but I think in the actual picture of the purse, it's not all the way up. So let's go ahead and do this. A lot of people do sticky tape here and glue. I'm finding if you do, like I said over and over, if you do a high quality glue, it stays. So you kind of just want to put it together, put your finger in here. You want to make sure that's all lined up even on the sides. And once again, you can put your clamps in there if it doesn't go together. And the best thing to do if you do buy the die cut and you want to make these, make sure you use really high quality paper, really thick paper. I actually think the colored paper I have here is like 100, but the other stuff is Stampin' Up. The pink is Stampin' Up paper. I would use at least 80-pound paper. If not, what I've done some, and you can double it. And what I've done too is if I get a pattern paper I really like, but it has a pattern on the other side, I actually do a solid piece and glue it to it. I'll show you a little example of it. Like this leopard one that I did. I didn't like the color that was on the other side, so I actually put brown paper and pasted it or glued it to the other side. So when you look at it, it has leopard on that side and then the brown on this side. So that's kind of how I did that, because I wanted the brown on the inside of the gussets too, because you don't want a pattern piece inside here. So that's what you can do if you do find a pattern piece you really like, but it has a reverse different color that you don't like. So if you're getting something like this and it has a reverse and you don't like the reverse, go ahead and put a white piece of paper and glue it to that, and that will work the same if you're making those and die cutting them. So then you have this. So what you want to kind of do is, if you take your purse and you kind of squish it like this, those are going to gusset out automatically, and the inside gussets are going to gusset in. So it kind of looks like a purse. Okay, so you got the basic your form. So this is your front, this is your back. So you want to take your strap, and this is your back. So you want to put it down probably about a ½ inch, because you want plenty of room to put it towards the front. And once again, if it doesn't dry good for you, you can go ahead and use a clamp or something, or a bobby pin or a clothespin or something, and clamp that a little bit. And so what I did with this is how I did mine. And you'll find in videos some people do them different. But this is how I folded my buckle. Or put my buckle on, I should say. I just slide it here. And I let a little bit hang off the end here. But what's good you should do is just move this down a hair. Put some glue there, because you want this to stay secure, even though you're going to have that sticky Velcro type thing, like that. Okay, so then the next thing I do is I take one side of this off. Okay, so that's sticky, and I put it down here, and I leave the other plastic side on still. Okay, so then what you want to do is take the other plastic side off. You want to bring this down to where you think you want the buckle to be. Then you just take it from the inside and just push it, and there you go. You should have the Velcro should work then. You can open and put stuff in there. Be good for gift cards, little candies, little sanitizers, anything like that. Then your next step you have these raised up pearls. I know different ones have, like my leopard one has gold ones. So you're going to have different ones with different kits that you bought. But these are just sticky. And you just adhere them on the front and on the back. Be careful because the sticky sometimes comes off on them and you just got to pull that off with it. And just line that up in the center. And there's your bag. So if you have any questions, just let me know. But there it is. And if you want to order more after you have put it together and just love it, let me know. I do special colors. So I can do purples with a purple or whatever you like. I have several different colors. Right now, I've even been trying to experiment a little bit with a pattern on the middle part, and I really like that option too on that. So there's all different kinds of colors that you can get. Just tell me a main color, and if you want a floral or something, I'll let you know what's going on, and you can get these ordered. Thanks a lot. Bye.